Hi, this is Charles Castor from Fit Dad Syndicate, and with me I've got Pete Mast. What's up, Pete?
Hey, what's up, Chuck?
How you doing, brother? And Pete is a client of ours, obviously. He's not quite through the program already, but Pete is a veteran. Okay, so thank you for your service. We appreciate that. Pete
Pleasure.
is 40 years old, and he came into this program and had some concerns, as far as where his health was. He was losing muscle, he said. His mom and dad had health issues that you were concerned about that might propagate into your a few years from now. You'd always struggled with weight from early on, and basically also that your job in the military would not tolerate weight gain as far as what you had to do. So you came in with some of these issues. So my question to you would be, tell us some of the other things you were struggling with before we met, like before you came in and said yes. What were some of those pain points for you that were hurting you?
Thanks for interviewing me, Chuck. I just really struggled with, all the things the myths that we think that we know, right? Like, oh, I need to work out really hard. I need to go run. In the military, they teach us, you need to do a lot of cardio. You need to watch your carbs. Don't eat a lot of carbs. Try to starve yourself and try to, because now they take the waist on these fitness tests. So for me, I was really concerned and struggled with the diet because we had just gotten that whole COVID-19 hit, and we're told, hey, you guys need to work from home. I came to the program because I started getting that COVID-20, right? And I was sitting there talking to myself. I was like, I am not going to get kicked out of the military because I can't get my waist under control. I can't get my, I can't be fat. So I was like, I've got to do something about this. I just really struggled with diet and routine and the things that I thought I knew. And through this program, I got to really meet a lot of great dudes and form a real good bond, which is what appealed to, being in the military appealed to me, being able to build a camaraderie with others, to find out that I wasn't alone. That was a big thing. Besides also debunking a lot of the myths that I had and preconceived notions. And I got to tell you, I tried everything, man. I mean, I was doing like algae seaweed wraps that where you electrocute yourself when I was in Los Angeles. I was like,
I got to try that.
man, I was trying everything. I was trying like fad diet programs and just different things, take this pill, drink this, just because I wanted to not only present the military image and look good in my uniform, but also because, like you said, my health issues, my parents' health issues, they had high blood pressure. And I just thought I was just doomed because I hit 40, that's just the way it was. And I was doomed to have bad genetics. So when we did our intake call, I just kind of laughed when you guys told me what my goal should be. And I hit the goal almost 4 weeks prior to and I got COVID. So I got to tell you, like, those type of things are really what, I just kind of laugh nowadays because I'm like, never in my wildest dreams would I imagine I'm hitting the weight I'm hitting now. I'm hitting the energy levels, and just not feeling like I have to eat one cracker and drink a whole bottle of water. And that's my intake for the day. I mean, I love the program and I love the guys that are doing it.
So before you and I talked, we chatted, we got to know each other a little bit. What were your concerns, just being real, about maybe joining an online program, or like, you didn't know me from Adam. You didn't initially, so what were some of your concerns you had before you made the decision to join Fit Dad Syndicate?
So interesting. The biggest concern I had was just sustainability, right? Being consistent. Could I be consistent? That was the number one goal I had coming into this. And two, like, not only could I be consistent, but do I have to go and buy a gym membership, a bunch of equipment? I was doing CrossFit before, but it just really wasn't doing what I needed it to do. So for me, my biggest concern was consistency, sustainability, and cost. Like, is this going to be something, like all those other programs, right? Turnkey, pay me all this money and then go hit the gym for 3 hours a day. And quite frankly, the program's been everything 180 degrees from that. It's been sustainable. It's been something I can do every day. It's been something that removes a lot of those excuses because, every day we fight a battle against ourselves. Really, it's against ourselves. We're our number one worst enemy. So I've really enjoyed the program because of that. And it's something that is sustainable and something that I can do and something I don't have to go work out 15 hours for. I really liked how the program met me where I was at. and said, okay, let's just do slight tweaks. Let's not try to climb Mount Everest. Let's, like how do they say, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. And that's exactly what we did. And I really, really have to say that that's what kept me going in the program. Was it was very doable.
Cool. And and with all that being said, you beat your goal by 4 weeks. So that's kind of cool. So, people care a lot, like, about the specifics, like, okay, so what was the result? Like, what were your specific results, so people can hear, like, where you came from, where you went to, whether it's the weight and the way you felt, all of it. Just be straight. What did you get from this program?
So I started the program at around 212 pounds. I had about I had a size 36 pant, but really in essence, it was stretched out a little bit. So it was more like a 39, right? And I just, I thought I was doing the best I could. And I went from 212 pounds to today I was at one, and it's the day after Thanksgiving. So I really went from that. I didn't gain a pound. I went from 212 to 100. And by the way, I laughed at you when we did the intake call, because you're like, man, you're 5'9", you should do this. This is your BMI. And I was like, there's no way, man. I haven't been that weight since 9th grade. I literally hit my 9th grade weight and I'm 40 years old. I mean, so I went from a 39-inch waist, maybe 40, down to like literally I am having to send pants back on Black Friday because they're 33s, to a 32-inch waist, and I'm at 172 and a half pounds. So or 172 and a half. Yeah. So I beat my goal, which was the lower end of my goal. And I'm still clicking off, which means I'll probably hit 165, which I haven't been that weight since 5th grade. So
you're not even done with the program. You're not even in 16 weeks at this point. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
The key question, one of the key questions is, like, so everyone's like, okay, so what's he doing? Like, is this something, Pete, that you think you could do for the rest of your life? It's one of the promises we make people, that we have lifestyles. I go on cruises. I do stuff. You know what I mean? I enjoy Thanksgiving. So is this something truly that you think you could do for the rest of your life? Till you're 100 years old, can you do what you've learned?
Absolutely. I got to tell you, I love this program because I actually failed forward. I was actually like muddling through it and not even like probably doing everything 100% right, because I know that's a fear we have when we start these programs. And I still got results, and I got amazing results that people are now asking me, now that we're, quarantined, they're like, what are you doing? They're like, you went from COVID-20 to like, you can't even, like, my pants and clothes feel baggy to me. Like my face is slimmed out. Like people are like, is this because you got COVID? I said, absolutely not. What's funny is I was still clicking off weight when I had COVID. It had nothing to do with illness, but like it is sustainable. And I think, I really doubted you guys. Like I said, I laughed at you guys when you gave me the goal, and it is absolutely doable. And you don't have to get 100% right. I mean, that's the thing about these programs is, we beat ourselves up because we're our own worst enemy. But this program, I got to tell you, I'm sold 100%. If I was on the fence today, I'd be like, what do you got to lose? Like, you're going to spend thousands of dollars on all these miracle shakes, pills, and other stuff. This program, you did exactly what you said you were going to do. And that means a lot to me, being military, is you delivered. You didn't under promise, you didn't over promise, you did exactly what you set out to do, and that is to get results. Because if you can't get the results, who cares? Right? So I mean, that for me, like, if I would tell myself, just take a deep breath, relax. It's all going to be good, man. And I mean, the other things that come with the program, man, like the camaraderie, I can't put a price tag on that, man. I can't put a price tag on the results of feeling good and getting up and knowing that, you can have the freedom to enjoy food again and not feel like you're a leper because you ate a piece of pie or cake. I mean, I definitely didn't hold back on Thanksgiving. And you don't have to get it right 100% of the time. That's a great thing. And the coaches never once shamed me or made me feel like I was a lesser person or got onto me. They just coached me, and that's exactly what I asked for. So I'm 100% fan of the program and hope I can help others. I'm actually already starting to help others with what I've learned.
It's
So
awesome. And it's been like, everybody has a certain distinct thing that their personality. You're such an encourager. Like when you get on the call, just that smile, dude. I just want to tell you, we appreciate you being in the community. It's been such a pleasure working with you, Pete. And you bring stuff to us too. We all kind of interact with each other. But I just want to let everybody know on here that if you have an interest to have a conversation about what Pete's talking about, there's a link somewhere above, or I don't know where it is. It's somewhere on here. You'll find it. And just, you can schedule a call and you can find out if it's right for you. We're low pressure. I mean, we want to match the right people to the right thing. Pete, I think you can testify to that. So please click on the link if there's a call that you would like to have to find out a little bit more about how you can accomplish what Pete accomplished. So thanks, Pete. Appreciate you. And we'll chat later.
hey, thanks, brother.